Hi, friends. So, today's topic is on the relation between parents and children. And first of all, a big applause to all those parents who have happily accepted their children's decision of going abroad and studying. And most importantly, to the mothers, okay, because as girl children, a child, they have already, might have adjusted a lot since childhood, and more so after marriage, okay, a woman adjusts a lot, and now it's this adjustment which is really huge adjustment to the absence of her child in the house, okay. So a big applause to the mothers, okay. And but in some cases where it's different, sometimes the children want to discontinue with their education, and they want to actually go for a course which helps them pursue their hobbies. In some cases it's like, the children want to go ahead with a course which their parents can't afford. Sometimes it's like the children have not fared well in education in their school life, but they still have a intention of doing some course which requires a high level of intellect, okay, and high focus and concentration, about which the parents are sometimes skeptical that whether our child will be able to do this course or not. And in some cases there are courses which are totally something like, the parents keep wondering whether such courses have a relevance or any importance in today's world. Like, some parents are doubtful about that. Like, one of my friend's son wanted to do catering, okay. So it was like, does catering is it really a respectable job in today's world, or why isn't he going with any management course? If he doesn't want to do if he doesn't want to become a doctor or engineer, why doesn't he think of pursuing a management course? That is what, she could have thought. But all these things, it is like, most important thing in this case is, how you tackle with that particular situation when your child comes to you and expresses his desire of doing a particular course, okay, which may not be the standard course which we want him or her to do, okay. So normally we say that you should not react, we should respond, okay. But in this case I would suggest that we should not even respond, okay. So what we should ideally do is try to find out what is there in our child's mind, and for that we will have to ask them some questions, okay. And this actually is called probing. It's a skill which is related to the sales field. So we have to probe, and we have to try to ask our child the questions, and those could be open-ended questions or close-ended questions, okay. So open-ended questions which will be like, like, and the first thing, of course, yeah, first thing that you need to do is you need to first express appreciation, okay, when the child mentions anything. So you can say that, I'm really happy that you are, thinking about your career so seriously. I'm really happy that you are serious about your professional life and thinking about it even in vacations. I'm really happy that you're doing, or you have done so much of research that you have come to this decision. Okay. So first thing is always the appreciation, which should always be accompanied with a feeling word. Okay. I'm happy. Happy is the feeling. So you have to mention this word, okay, along with the appreciation. That makes it more effective. So you do that first, and then you ask them the question, but what made you think, I'm happy, but what made you think of taking this decision? Like, is any of your friends going there, or you were prompted because your professor mentioned about it, or were you really happy about the future prospects of this particular course? This is the way you need to ask them. Sometimes when the child is an introvert, the child will not express on his own, okay, then you will have to ask close-ended questions where the answer will be yes or no. So the answer question will be a short question: is any of your friends also doing it? So the answer will be yes or no. Then you may ask, are you thinking of not taking up job at all and directly starting with some business that you're doing this course? The answer will be yes or no. So in any way, try to find out and gauge what is in your child's mind, and after that, even if you find it disagreeable, for the time being, don't say anything. Just give time to your child to ponder over that particular decision of his, okay. Later on, many a times they themselves realize it was wrong, and if they don't realize, we, of course, as parents nowadays, everyone accepts it. But the way we tackle that particular situation when the child expresses anything or tells us about his decisions, that particular way we tackle the situation is very, very important. Okay, we need to always be respectful of our child's decision, like we respect our boss's decision many a times. Okay, so we have to be equally respectful. Now I have seen a video on WhatsApp where a mother is literally hitting her adult son with a chappal, many years back. So some mothers really go out of the way, the wrong way, and treat their children very badly. Okay, of course, no one will do this in this case. But my point is, we cannot be exercising our authority as a mother in the wrong way. And so we have to always, if you remember, when we were in school, we had this William Wordsworth poem, okay, which mentioned the child is the father of a man. This means that, whatever are the experiences that a child has in his when he's small, they attribute in a long way, in a big way, to shape up his personality in the future. Okay, so when he becomes a man, whatever are his experiences are as a child, those experiences will contribute to a large extent. So a child is the father of man. So we have to always remember that we have to be receptive to our child's feelings and his decisions. Okay. Second, we have to respect them a lot. Okay. We have to show respect, and we should not downgrade their decisions. Okay. And the third thing is we should keep showering our love and affection over our children, like when they were small, we used to pamper them, we used to brush our hands through their hair. Okay, brushing our fingers through their hair, then giving them a small peck on their cheeks. Okay, hugging them, or whatever, in whatever way, patting their back. Okay, you have to keep doing and keep showering these gestures on them, even if they grow up. This helps them to become very mentally stable. Okay, so they learn to deal with the situation very nicely when they have a support from home. So we may think, how will this help so much, but it goes a long way. The child should always feel that, no matter what the world thinks, but my house is a place where people will always understand me and my parents will always support me. Now I'm very sure that nowadays most of the parents are like that, but still for some parents who find this difficult, this is a very small, advice, and I hope you take it positively, and I hope all the children always become successful and get what they desire in their life. All the best. Bye.